one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Down. Yellow. Ready.
Love going to throw right away. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Blue, 32. Ready?
Love now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lessons to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Fight, yellow, 22.
Play action this time with Love. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Looking to put a drive together. First carry from DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, shot.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Steal, chest steal.
Off play action, Jenkins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Ready. 10 seconds.
Now Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down.
53. Watch out, blue check. Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. Pass the 20. Touchdown. Matthew Golden, 48 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bears nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Come on, set.
The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marshawn Lloyd, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, here's Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun, here's Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Williams. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Xavier McKinney drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
10 black. Smash red. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 76 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. We talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-0.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. But if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Needle blue. Set.
Here's Love. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, but punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Williams. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the Packers' 17-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Touchdown! DJ Moore from 17 yards out. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, right?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Black chop. Ready?
Throwing. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go. Claude red. Zulu black. Smash red. Steel black. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Down. 52 blue.
To the air again, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Green Jack. Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Go pink. Spike, white.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Quick slant to Watson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Blue striker. Smack, smack. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
50, green. Fuse, yellow. Red, cycle. Striker, check, striker. Hut, hut.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Williams looking to do it himself. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover It grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw, it's Williams. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Williams from the gun on third down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
That's good. For the Bears. First down. First and 10.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just when they need a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw once more, here's Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's Williams. And it's caught. And the Bears are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now they'll audible to something else.
And goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
Swift again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown Bears. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Clock 40. Set, Hunt.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ready.
Jacobs going to try to mill it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Ready.
Now Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Ready.
Jacobs. will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Set, hut. Black, hut.
Jacobs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal.
Watch out now. 52 blue. Set, hut.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the gun, here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Williams going to look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze from 13 yards out. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something.
And this is going to be intercepted. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Packers take over first down team at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Love wants to shift things around.
38.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, ready? Let's go. 45, wide. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready, ready. Black 40. 5, 97.
Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Love looking to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkoff bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's on his way. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
.22 needle. Set. Yellow, 43. Chalk, 17. Set.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. He'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft from 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Shifts by him. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Williams. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.